All right, everybody, welcome. Episode 5 of Whiskey Babble. Tonight's guest, he's actually behind us. You have to watch the video on youtube.com/whiskey-babble if you want to see him back there feeding the horses right now. But tonight's guest is a gentleman by the name of David Guzman. And David's a very interesting character. He's a 4-stripe purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, comic book aficionado. He is a dancer of the lines, and that's just at night. He also has a day job, so he's an interesting guy. We decided to have him on. He's an old friend of mine. We figured we could get some good conversations going today, and yeah. So welcome to episode 5 of Whiskey Babble. Let's get rolling here.
Medically
You are now tuned to Whiskey Babble.
All right. Hey, Dave. How's it going?
Oh, so we're going now?
Yes, we're live.
Yeah, you can go now.
Yeah.
Can we just fix it in post?
Ready
Yeah.
now.
We'll just fix it in post.
Ready now. Ready now.
Okay, good. All right, so tonight's whiskey, or today actually, it's actually 11:30 on a Sunday, and we're drinking, so this is perfect. We actually have this stuff, Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and let's see here.
Requested by me.
Requested by Dave, you know.
Because I'm a prick.
Yeah, so he wanted his own. What's that thing called again? What do you call it?
A rider.
A rider.
Yeah.
I never heard that term until
Yeah.
Dave told me. I just thought it's like
It's a rock star
We
thing.
left it. Yeah, you left it out of the intro, but like.
Oh, yes, that's right. Dave also is a touring musician. I don't know why I forgot that out of the intro. I was so stoked on
No,
the
that's
jiu-jitsu
cool.
and the comic book. Anyways, so this is a true bold spirit of Wild Turkey has been captured in this authentic barrel-proof whiskey, creating one of the finest bourbons in the world. This is uncompromised Kentucky bourbon, handcrafted and uncut. Rare Breed is a real whiskey legend. Wow.
All I know is.
And you like it, right?
Yeah, all it says is 112 proof, and that's all I really need to know about it.
Hey,
But it's
hey,
good
Dave.
stuff, right? You guys enjoy it? Like,
Really
it
good.
was
It's
worth
really
the
smooth.
purchase?
Oh,
Dave,
yeah.
make sure when you talk, you're actually talking into the mic.
I have to get like up.
Yeah, in the
yeah,
microphone.
get up all
In the
and shit.
microphone.
Yeah, the whiskey though is real good.
You liking the whiskey?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no, isn't this amazing?
it's really nice.
Oh, the misters are on.
I know. Yeah. So we're actually getting
Yeah,
on
I
us.
feel
I hope the
this.
electronics aren't screwed, but we're good.
We'll see.
But yeah. So anyways, you guys, we are actually in a barn right now. We have 3 horses behind us and a burro.
Yes,
Is it-
burro, but Donnie. Oh, look, well, I don't know if you can see, but Don Pedro the burro is playing with one of the horses.
He's playing with Red. Red
Yes.
and Donnie, well, Don Pedro are good friends. But
They are.
we got misters going up. We might get some horses shitting if we're lucky.
Yeah.
If we kind of wanted this one to be a little bit of a funny one. So my question to you, Dave, and this is the question that I've been wanting to actually talk to you about for a while now, is what are your thoughts on, I know you're not a DC guy, but what's Batman versus Superman?
Okay, well.
Well, you are a
Batman's-
DC guy. I take that back.
No,
you
no,
like
no. Yeah,
Batman.
I like it all. If anything, actually, I'd say I'm more a Batman guy than than most stuff. The thing about Batman and Superman that's super interesting is you have 2 people at polar opposites. You have someone who's basically a god from another planet who can, has powers and he's morally good, which is interesting. But because he's so morally good and he's never had to really struggle that much with fights, he's really naive about the world. He doesn't have to kill anybody. He doesn't really have to have as much difficulties in his life because how does Superman solve all his problems? He fucking picks it up and throws it into space. Like that's the only thing I don't like about Superman.
Oh, that's actually a good point. I never looked at that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's just thrown at the
Just
sun.
fucking throw it in the sun, throw it into space. And so his problem-solving skills, in my opinion, I know I'm going to get like a lot of flack for this. He's not as interesting to me because of things like that. And he's naive about the world because he feels like he can fix everything with his strength or his powers, right? Then you have Batman, on the other hand, who does not have any superpowers whatsoever.
He's got the greatest superpower, though, money.
Yeah.